What's going on, heroes? Welcome back to Players Guild. I am your guild master, Scott Sedman, and today we are reviewing the Kickstarter for Nostalgix TCG. So, as you can see, it's up to no illusion that this is a funded project, insanely successful. 30 seconds it took to get it funded, and we did tell you that, guys. Like, this was a sure thing from the start of being funded and becoming a playable card game. We are currently at about $845,000 of 100,000 goal, so almost 9 times. It's funded 9 times over. Can it make a million? We'll find out in due course. There's still 39 days to go, and there's still plenty of things that you can get, including some Day Zero product. 1,846 backers is a huge number for any physical trading card game. And of course, we see a video here saying thank you so much from Kabu and of course Hunter, aka Zaba. So we've been covering Nostalgix for a little while, and I really am happy for the team and the people behind it, as well as the people like myself who have been following this since very early on. And it's basically been a dream project for the creator. It's a game that is very much focused on being played. There is the collectability aspect. I mean, the Lucky Frog speaks for itself. There's some very interesting void rares and stuff like that. So there are collectors, obviously, and investors in this scene, but they've done their best to make sure that people can play. So I'll break down the tiers, I'll break down everything in this video, but I want to just get it clear. So basically all of the booster boxes for Day Zero, which is the Kickstarter product, are gone, but you can still get Day Zero packs, and I'll tell you how in just a second. But in spite of this, there was the option to increase the Kickstarter amount or move on to first edition, and the community kind of decided that they wanted to open up first edition because we want people to be able to play this game. We want people to get it into people's hands. And while, yes, you might be like, why is Kickstarter so close to first edition? That was the compromise that kind of needed to happen. And Zaba has stated that it's about 15 to 25k is his range for first edition. Everything that'll be on this Kickstarter is not the only place to get first edition, I should say. However, you do get a discount if you get it through Kickstarter. So if you're a store, if you don't want to back through Kickstarter, there are other ways to get first edition. But here is where you can get it a bit cheaper. So there you go, guys. That's the whole issue regarding what Kickstarter products there is and what actually is you can still get. So let's talk about how you can get some Day Zero Kickstarter packs, which is the Agent Ando tier, I believe, is the name. We'll find it when we go up. Agent Ando. So there's still plenty of room for get this. So you can get unlisted Agent Ando promo. It's think like an Elite Trainer box. Actually, let's go and find the image, because that's going to be easier to talk about. And with that, where is it? Have I missed it? Where is Ando gone? I'm guessing this is first. Oh, okay, there we go. Nope. Scott, you missed it. There it is. So with the unlisted agent box, you can see the price breakdown there depending on your country and your currency. You get 5 Day Zero Nostalgix TCG booster packs, so essentially 5 Kickstarter packs, which if you're interested in Kickstarter packs and you still want to get them, this is the way to do it. You get the unlisted Agent Ando promo card, so obviously based on Unlisted Leaf, the Pokemon YouTuber predominantly, which I think is really cool, right? Like that's such a cool thing. Hopefully we can get to that level one day. I know I want a Scott in a robot suit, definitely. You can also pick up some of these starter decks. I believe these are still Day Zero prints as well. I'm just going to double check that they aren't sold out. Oh, maybe they are. No, that's the booster box one. No, you can still get them. You can still get the decks, which is very good. Really good that they're still available. And each deck is a dual pack, essentially. So you can get Cluster Fox versus Divine Rule, which is Cluster Fox is such a fun deck, honestly. Really good to start teaching people the game. Divine Rule has some very powerful cards in it. Huntsman versus Mystery of Mako. Mako is a really good deck. I think, like, just generically really strong. Huntsman is kind of interesting, but again, a very worth it thing. And I think the best one to get, in my opinion, is Turn Up Time versus Singularity. Just as a player, it features a lot of things that I like. Of course, Singularity features the mechs and the robots and very nice equipment cards. Whereas Turn Up Time is like the mascot, the mascot deck, right? It's very cool. It's got Kabu on there, so that's really exciting. And if you do back on the Kickstarter, there's always additions that you can add on in the back end. So basically, you can get your Ando, and then you can get some of these things. So here we have the booster boxes for first edition. As mentioned, there is a tier for first edition booster boxes if you're just joining in, but if you already have one, you can always add on to it. I have yet to do that. I'm still debating whether I will or not. I think I've got enough product, but who knows? Maybe I'll get some first edition or not. The Gamatron Alpha playmat, of course I got this. This is a beautiful playmat. I really do want to get two, but I just cannot justify the cost of that right now. I absolutely adore the design of Gamatron Alpha, and you looking at it, you can see why. And we'll get into Gamatron Alpha in just a bit. You can also get the sleeves, which I think is a really good quality sleeve as well, from what Zaba's shown me. That's really a thumbs up. Like, when you have a card game sleeves, they can be really crap, or they're really good, and most of the time they lean towards that first one. But hopefully, fingers crossed, these are the latter and are actually very good. Again, I mean, you can pick them up if you're interested in it. I'm doing it because I'm going to have a Gamatron themed deck, so obviously I want to sleeve them in Gamatron. Then it's just going over the decks, and here we get to the fun bit: stretch goals. So of course the Kickstarter smashed through its goals almost immediately. The first day was just crazy for this game, absolutely insane. Zaba was blown away. We on the call, like, obviously you saw that we've done an interview with him. Like, we were off the record, we were throwing out some numbers between ourselves privately, and still very conservative. And the day one broke those records. Like, as in, like, our numbers that we threw out were completely smashed by the first day. Like, it genuinely was insane. So at 100k, when they got funded, you got the ability to get the Gamatron Alpha. So you get one for free, just for backing, no matter what tier you back, I believe. And then you can add an additional one for $5. So you can add up to 4 more. So $20 gets you another 4. So you can get one to grade, and you can get 4 to play with, or you can get whatever you want to do. I, of course, got the max amount because I love it, and I'm still trying to convince Loki to get me them. I'm not 100% sure the Kabu's still available, but it's amazing, and I love it, and it's very cute, and I'm still tempted to get one. I mean, you've seen it in the video, right? Like, it's just so cute. Why would you not want? There is the Cosmic Kabu cards and sleeves. Playmat and sleeves, which I think, look at it. It's very cool. It reminds me of very much that old animation style, the old Mickey Mouse cartoons. That's definitely what they were going for there. And yeah, if that's your thing, by all means, get that mat. And then there is the card as well for it. So if you do want to get that card, by all means, do so. I recommend getting the cards. Like, that is just a general thing. These are Kickstarter exclusive cards. Their effects might be printed again, but these cards with this artwork won't be printed again. So definitely worth picking up. We also have the Kamikaru playmat, which I think looks so good. And then the sleeves as well to go with it. And of course, as you've seen with the common goal here is, and you get the promo card as well. So again, add the 4 to your order. It's an extra $20, but I think it's worth it. The plush for Voodoo, which I think is a great name, by the way. I still love it. And yeah, I really do like it. Again, I'm not super fan of that, like, but if you are interested in plushes, go for it. We have the varsity jacket. Now, I would love to get this. I really would, but A, it's very costly, but I get why, and B, I'm very off with my sizes right now, so I don't want to pay that much money and it not fit. But it's an amazing thing to get, and I really, really hope to see people wearing them at conventions and tournaments. I think that'd be amazing. So that's awesome. I do think there's going to be things like this in the merch arena, so if you miss out, there's going to be other similar items. Maybe not the exact same one, but definitely something along the night along those lines. So the additional stretch goals are definitely happening. I've confirmed it with Zaba multiple times. There are some very interesting things that we've thrown around to each other. I've suggested quite a few times a card tracker app. I think that'd be really fun. Maybe with the ability to do some life tracking, maybe. I don't know. Just some functionality on an app. But I know Zaba is planning something special for the million if we do break it. And of course, having that stretch goal there is going to really help. It's going to really help. So hopefully we can see a few more. The how to play video is coming soon. There is a gameplay between Zaba and Kaylee. I think that's how you say her name. Not 100%. Sorry if I got it wrong. But she's playing Close to the Fox, so immediately just the best. You can also play it on Tabletop Simulator right now. Guys, I cannot stress enough how huge this is to have if you're thinking of or are starting a TCG in 2022. Make sure people can play it first. I think that is the way to go. And it's a pretty smooth way of playing right now. Myself and Loki have messed around with it. Unfortunately, the video got corrupted, so we couldn't actually put the video live, but it was a lot of fun. We had a great time playing, and yeah, I think it's something that if you have Tabletop Simulator, definitely give it a try, because there's no reason not to. It's a free mod, and I think like you can get Tabletop for like about £5, so definitely give it a try. And look, it's pretty. You got playmat, you got all the things you need. Go nuts with it. Go nuts with it. And then let's do the breakdown, right? So what is actually in the set? So from what I gather, there is no difference between the Kickstarter set and there's no difference between Day Zero and First Edition apart from stamps and just showing that it's different in terms of print run. But all the cards are going to be the same. So you're going to get, in the set, there's going to be 11 heroes, 34 spell cards, 11 surprise cards, 10 equipment cards, 7 arena cards, 95 unique fighters, and 26 evolution lines, which is super cool. 17 void rare, full art, and one golden rare Lucky Frog to collect. So if you get the 1 of 1, that's amazing. There are actually more golden frogs out there, but there will be only one Kickstarter Day Zero official golden frog, which is that's so cool. That is awesome. And it is a playable card. Let's get they're showing off some featured fighters here. Gundra is one of my favourites because obviously it's the mech thing, and there's the Lucky Frog. So it's a golden version of this guy, which is really nice to see. You've got the ability to put yourself into the game, and I know post launch they're going to have a thing on their website where you can even work with the artist of the game to get your own artwork, and they'll print you the card for you. But essentially, you can take the text of an existing hero and its life total, and then you can put your own artwork and name on it. So as long as it mirrors, for example, I would probably go with who would I go with? Maybe Frog Merchant, because I do really like Frog Merchant. Or Mako. Mako's pretty good. I mean, Miner's probably the best hero at the moment. So, but as long as I mirrored those, I could have my own thing here, like you see with Cardmaster Zaba and Kabuza, just like ooh, Sugoi. So Void Rarity, what do you need to know about Void Rarity? It's a really good breakdown here. So it's kind of like a secret rare, but it changes the artwork. So obviously you can see it is here with Sealcaster? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure I should watch that video Zaba put out again. But there are some instances where effects can change. I don't think she is one of them. No, she is not. But the artwork is so cool, and this is the same with all of them. I absolutely adore how they do a palette swap, add more depth to it. Like it breaks the border, right? Like that technically is a border break because you got the rubble going off there, and really makes it a full art card. I honestly they're beautiful, and there's a lot more that you can find out about. Of course, you can view them all there, and then it just breaks down the team. And I'm gonna give a huge shout out. So Zaba, Vmart, um, Petit Pariah. You know he's my guy. He did Gamatron, so I respect. Edwin and Rush for Tacos. That's a great name. Bo Lee and Trainer Mats with I Throw Trains and Swixies as well. So really great cast of characters, really diverse art style. Huge shout out to all of those for some of the work they've done. You can see there they have Angeline Voidra as well. So really cool, really cool, really cool. There's a frequently asked questions thing where he did it on Twitch. You can go back and watch that. There are support for LGSs. They do break down the MRSRP for boxes and packs and stuff like that if you want to do that. It's on about Day Zero versus First Edition and shipping and taxes because it's gonna probably, depending on what you order, it could get quite costly in terms of shipping fees. I know I'm gonna get stung a ridiculous amount by it. Thank you, the UK government. We'll try not to be super political here in this video, but yeah, that is an overview and review of the Kickstarter campaign. My only critique was that there wasn't enough stretch goals at launch. It's something I did try to nudge Zabo and be like, you probably should. You probably should. But we've learned from that. There are more stretch goals coming, which is a huge thing indeed for the community. Again, there you can see there is now a first edition stamp on first editions, as opposed to Day Zero, which is the Day Zero versions. And yeah, to wrap up, that is my only critique. I wish there was more stretch goals, but they are coming, so it's not as if it's a bad thing. Guys, again, if you want some Day Zero product while you still can, Unlisted Agent Ando is unlimited, so it's print to order, so get as many of them. It's 5 packs per box, so if you want to get multiple, go for it. Of course, you also have the back end with add-ons, so if you get an Unlisted Agent and you're like, oh, well, I do want to get some more and I can get first edition, then add on those first editions. I, of course, have been Scott Sedman. This has been a video for Players Guild. Huge shout out to everyone involved. Amazing community there on the Discord as well. Guys, we are looking forward to bringing Nostalgix to the UK. And yeah, just look forward to more epic, interdimensional, custom card game content. I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.